2008 action crime drama movie directed by Christopher Nolan, as made evident by the scenes shown in the trailer. For example, there is a lot of explosions, gunshots, and fight sequences throughout, involving the main character Batman and the main antagonist the Joker. Any viewers should be ready to watch a usually 2-hour long string of fight sequences, a break for dialogue, and then more fights, gunshots, and explosions. As for the signs shown throughout the trailer, right off the bat, which is not a pun, I promise, there is a dark figure speeding through a tunnel after a short bit of dialogue. The same dark figure is then shown on his own, sitting in a chair, looking full of remorse, as you can see in this close-up which pans around to him. He then falls onto a truck even, which shows that he is a fighter, a protector, but it seems that this is not his wish. After this, there's a clip of an explosion, which is an obvious establishing shot, giving us a taste of the action, but also showing there is seemingly a terrorist threat to the city, as the building seems to be a large industrial type building. This all happens within the first minute, so that's just 33 seconds gone. So it seems to be heavy on the action. The next 40 seconds of the film trailer are essentially a string of ascending action sequences and explosions. I counted them, and there are 10 separate explosions as the trailer progresses. 2 of them are establishing shots of the destruction, while if you track them, there seems to be a hospital involved somewhere as well, and a man shooting an RPG, which is a large explosive device, blowing something up that the protagonist, Batman, was heading towards. So again, heavy on the action with a lot of red and black to show danger or death. Now, perhaps there was a sign or signal in the movie that otherwise does not integrate with the genre of this film, as well as the atmosphere and the seriousness and maturity, but there wasn't. Alas, if there was, such as a giant Care Bear dropping down on Batman and giving him a hug, the audience would be rather confused as to what they were watching, as to expect such a thing to happen during a Nolan action film is very impossible. Like I said, during the film there are no signs of another genre sneaking in. Same goes for the film trailer. It is purely an action crime drama and stays true to that throughout. The narrative structure of this film, as I have already watched it, is absolutely closed. Even though there is a sequel, which is part of the trilogy, it does tie up all loose ends and leaves no question unanswered, and the hero wins, though he does run away. So yes, this is an easy film to follow, it is an easy film to understand, and it's a very easy film to accept. There is no audience interaction with having to understand what is happening, it's all put out for you. The shots used throughout, as we watch through, differ. They differ between close-ups like this, where you see what is most likely not someone who's very sane looking up at what might be the Batman. It could be someone else who's challenging him. The shots used further on, though, as we saw earlier, was an establishing shot. This is another good use of showing the makeup effects that they used in the movie, using an over the shoulder shot of a character that's soon going to be killed. If we listen to the music, it's showing, well, you're hearing that it's ascending. So we have a break for dialogue before we go back to the action. If we go back here to this shot here, let me just go back here, when he smashes the bat signal, this is a very good sign, as the iconic bat signal is something that is a very big part of the Batman universe, and for it to be smashed like that, he's obviously been outcasted as a sort of anti-hero. So this is more than likely something not what people are used to seeing as Batman. If we go further on, this is the main character's love interest. She shares a relationship with another character though, and this movie was it wasn't very detailed into the relationship that they had. It was implied, but it never really developed. But here we have a smiling woman looking up at the main character to show that there's a love interest as well. This is a recasting though. In the previous movie there was someone else playing this character, and now there's this person. This is good. Another good use of over-the-shoulder shot to show that Batman has turned up to this party where the main bad guy has come to cause havoc as usual, and Batman saves the day as he normally does. Some explosions again, some dialogue, explosions, action, more explosions, and then it stops here, giving it a really impactful look at a truck falling over. We don't know what the truck does, we don't know what's in it, but we saw someone in it earlier shooting an RPG, and that was the main bad guy, so maybe that's a clue. But after this we get the final part of the trailer where we see the two facing off against each other. And then the bad guy, and then the title. So throughout there aren't really many other signs to indicate that it's anything other than an action crime drama, but there is a lot of dialogue and a lot of other subplots probably going on that would make you use your mind a little bit. But it does do well in answering all the questions posed by what goes on during the movie. If we go back to 1 minute 29 again, just to this shot. Yeah, and I'll go back again just to go back. This line. A little quip by Batman. So it's something, a bit of comedy in there. Overall though, it is an action crime drama, and that is my analysis of the trailer. Thank you for watching.